Hello YouTube, this is Cradwolf, and I am announcing that I am going to be playing my first Let's Play on the new Defiance game that's coming out. Now, Defiance is not only a game, but it's a show. The show is said to have effects on the game. The game so far, I'm not sure if it has effects on the movie, but if anything, I guess it's like, if Defiance is coming to its last episode, and before it's decided or something like that, I guess they'll have like an event in the game which will decide the ending. That one's just pure opinion. That'd be something pretty cool. Give the players a little power. But other than that, enough of that. Now, Defiance isn't just a online game like Call of Duty and all the others where you pick join game, you go to a game of 6 to 20 players. Most I've ever seen 20 anyways. Uh, and, just go around killing other teammates, doing objectives, maybe do some co-op and stuff like this. No, this is MMO, Massive Multiplayer Online. If I'm saying that wrong, sorry. But, it's basically like if the game that I have played that's kind of like it would be Red Dead Redemption, and you had an online option where you can go play with other players. It wasn't massive, but you can run around, do missions, get a bounty. If you get a bounty, if another player kills you, you get paid. But I don't think that kind of stuff will be happening in Defiance. But if you ever played that, it sounds like it'll be closest to that, if anything. Like join little mini games, or not mini games, but stuff that is team deathmatch and co-op. One thing that is special in missions like that is something called Shadow War, which it's kind of like it's a special, not really a special event, but it's kind of a team deathmatch in a way. I don't know all the details, but as far as I know, they're special. But they get you rankings, a lot more experience, and it's definitely PvP when it comes to that part. One difference between my comparison of Red Dead Redemption and Defiance would be that Red Dead Redemption, you could be running around, and if another player wanted to kill you, there's no way to turn off friendly fire. You don't even have to be in an event of any kind to die or be safe. It's just, yeah. As far as I can tell on Defiance, you do get to run around, do missions. There's no real single player. Uh, I'm not sure of the true mechanics because these are massive servers where this is going to be pretty interesting, but it's not just going to be thousands. This is millions because this is something I don't think's ever happened. I could be definitely wrong. Please leave a comment with a link telling me of another game, if so, because I'd like to know. But this game can be played on PC, Xbox 360, and PS3. I've been told that they'll make it for PS4 as well, but enough of that. Uh, but as you usually know, PS3 will PS3 only players, Xbox, stuff like that. No, all three of the systems will be able to play together online. So this is like super massive. Uh, like it'll be crazy. So this is developed by Tryon, uh, which is a company that developed Rift. You haven't played it. I'm told it's pretty good. I haven't played it either, but they're supposed to be way different, obviously, because I don't think Rift can be is played with universal systems. But I should put up a link for someone who does explain a few dozen things that I'm not going to talk about, because they had the video up first and I got it from them. And except I believe I did a little bit more studying on it. But he covered a lot more than I am in this video. So I'll give you a link somewhere. But there's one thing that is special. You are what's called an arc hunter. Arc hunters, obviously hunt arcs. Arcs are parts of alien ships. Don't know the name. I can't remember the names of the aliens. I just know that it's pretty much this all starts like 35 years from now, where aliens whose planet or solar system had been destroyed, and they came to Earth and pretty much want to, like, they stay out in our atmosphere so they can work out diplomatically peace so they can stay. Well, Earth says heck no, not gonna happen. And after 6 years, one of the sides, unsure yet, decides to start war. Well, in this war, the ships, the arcs, get blown up by us. Well, here's the thing. As you can tell, arc hunters hunt arcs, and with all that destruction of the ships, there's debris. And with it being alien ships, that's advanced technologies, alien weapons. You can look some of those up yourself. They're up just about anywhere, I think. But they come down in random events, no specific times. I think the show might end up telling you certain areas where there will be an arc fall. So keep an eye on that, just in case. Because, I don't think very much has been thrown out there except for gameplay. But, yeah. Arc falls. That is whenever some of the debris, which can either be a minor, a major, or a Shadow War. Shadow War is going to be the biggest. You're going to get the most technology out of that, plus killing a couple of other players. I have seen in some gameplay videos where some technology drops, and you could pick it up from them. You don't technically steal it from them, but you can, like, get weapons and stuff. It's not all PvP. There is some player versus NPCs, or PvE, player versus enemy, where you're fighting things are like called hell bugs. Now these are explained as to be giant alien spiders. I'm not sure if those are the creatures that destroyed the aliens' home world, but they're coming after us now. Either way, and they're not easy, not hard to kill. I mean, there's humongous ones where they have, like, as far as I can tell, only one specific yellow area, kind of like Dead Space, where they're vulnerable. Then there's the smaller hellbugs, which they just die if you shoot them. They're supposed to be pretty creative, because I had found kind of an art competition where they give you the free full game and a season pass for drawing the best hellbug design, and by golly, I saw a couple of dozen ones that I couldn't choose between, and they were all pretty good. Check it out. Events closed though, sorry. So if you're going to criticize that, just please don't do it openly on the design, because players could be offended, and they worked hard. Now, okay, I've covered pretty much multiplayer, or most, but there's no real single player as far as I can tell. uh, if you've ever played an MMO, the servers are different from like Black Ops, where someone has to be the host, and if they're a horrible host, or one person on the game is like really laggy, it's not going to affect you. It's going to be your computer basically, or your system that's messing up, or internet. So it should be less laggy, better quality ish, and fun. But I believe you can still go around and fight PvE on your own, though best traveled in packs, as far as I can tell. It won't be easy, especially if you get ambushed, as well as I don't think, from what information I've pulled up, that the if you have like 10 people, you'll get less salvage for killing than just being yourself. I think I think that'll be explained when the game comes out. You'll find out. Uh, but okay, a little more information on Arc Hunters. There's two types of technology I found. There's the weapons, which can easily be found on the internet. I can't really explain them all, except for the Infector, which seems like a really unfair weapon. Explain that later. And then there's the technology called the Ego. Not sure about what this is yet, but it's implanted into an Arc Hunter's body, and it lets them interface with alien weapons. It gives them special powers, like you can turn invisible. You can send out like a hologram of yourself, like in Halo, later Halos. Plus a few other powers, I believe, but nothing like becoming a super powerhouse where you're invincible by just 3 seconds, as far as I can tell. But yeah, those are the two technologies. Weapons come in wide assortments. There's also, I believe, an upgrade system that you can get from the Arc technologies, from the major and the minor, and the Shadow Ward Arc Falls. Okay, now for the Arc Falls. I'm a little more on the details of the minor and the major. The minor isn't that bad. You're not going to get much salvage out of it, though. You can go in there guns a-blazing. Don't waste ammo, though, because, there shouldn't be much fighting you there, because, it's easy and weak. But I'd suggest, if you want to become efficient, go to those first, grab yourself what you can, and then if you can get a hold of a major arc fall, that you want to be careful of, because it's going to be more than just other players. As far as I know, you'll have to compete at some of them. But if you're a noob and you're coming in kind of late in the game, don't worry about the majors, because you're just going to get annihilated. You probably won't get much of a share. I'm not offending you in any way. It's just, games are unfair that way. But the minors, is from as far as I can tell, there isn't much PvP, so you don't have to worry about any major deaths. You just have to kill, grab some friends, all that, and get stronger. So you shouldn't be bothered by expert players coming over to your minors just to get a few easy kills and go up in the ranks. I don't think you even get ranks off of normal arc falls, just a Shadow War. Could be wrong. Let's see, where else? Oh, also, I believe you start this early in the game to get you started off, but the Arc Hunters, they're usually lone wolves everywhere, but there's also those who do contracts. But from the looks of the gameplay, it looks like you start off with a contract, give you a good tutorial. I don't think you need a contract for everything, but they're kind of like missions for you. uh, while Arc Falls, some you can get contracts for, like, well, no explanation there, but you can just go to Arc Falls and rob the place. I don't know how long they stay or if they're indefinite and just respawn the resources after a while. But the contracts, um, these definitely respawn the resources if you can revisit them because I believe they're fixed places. Um, and more contracts will become available as each episode comes out. Uh, Now, keep in mind the connection between the show and the game because they're the connection is supposed to be a big part of it. Period. But and is said to give you a tactical advantage if you watch the show. If someone misses, there's also going to be codes they can enter in on site, maybe even the game, which is likely from Trion's almighty knowledge and power, which give you bonuses. Like if you get in your first code, like I pre-ordered the game and they automatically sent me a deal for my first one. Then for registering at their site, they gave me a second one. On the shows, they are going to be giving more of those codes, which when you enter them in, the first one was +2 inventory slots. Not much, but as you go on, you got to get, I believe, 3 or 4 more codes for the next one. Goes up to more than 150, maybe, well, a lot. You can look that up on the main Defiance site. But you get all those, you could be a major bad A. I don't know if they have expiration dates or not, so just go check out a blog or some Facebook pages, and you could probably find a good code or two. Okay, I think I pretty much covered most. I heard this is they don't want you just kind of run around the game on foot all the time because this is a huge world. Obviously, you're supporting millions, billions of players around the globe who play the game because of the 3 system deal. So they're going to give you a quad. From what I'd seen, you can do it kind of either close to Borderlands 2, where you can spawn a vehicle at a machine, your own design, or stuff like that. Or you, from what it more seemed like, is you just hit a button or open up your inventory in a way, and poof, there's you a quad. It's a 4-wheeler. You drive yourself around. It's pretty fast, a little hard to control. Good thing about the quad, you hit a gap and you can do a 360 if you want to. I don't know about a backflip or front flip, but you can do it from the side. That might help you if you want to like run on a wall or something. But please don't get glitched and get mad at people. Tricks are fun. People get hurt. Okay, this is getting long, so I'm gonna cut it short. I know I'm missing a whole lot, like the effects of the infector, why I think it's not fair. It may be like a kill streak thing or something, but it's a weapon that fires these boils onto an enemy, and from what it looks, they can't get rid of it. Maybe if there's a medic or something, maybe. But when it kills them, these bugs come off and they go and attack another player. I believe once they kill one more enemy player, or maybe even computer player, then they burst and disappear, stuff like that. But still, that's pretty harsh if it kills you on the first shot. But then there's this one. It's forgot the name of it, but it looks like the most alien of the machines I've seen, where it's said to be kind of like a chain gun. It drains your target's energy and the target next to its energy, and kind of can do a line. Heck, if you can catch an entire team off guard, you can steal all their energy. I don't know if this rejuvenates your health or gives you kind of a mana bar, you know what I mean, so you can use your skills, supercharge them, I know it does help you out with your skills. I'm not sure about the health yet, though. Um, okay, back to the vehicles. There are going to be tons of vehicles, like, in Halo. I don't know if you get a tank or not. Kind of not fair, but you will get stuff like the Warthog. Uh, Something kind of exactly like the Warthog with a chain gun on the top. You may get alien chain guns, and stuff like that. Now, back to some of the weapons. It's basically um, all the stuff you can think of, like submachine guns and snipers and all that. And the alien, that it doesn't have just alien as its own class, as far as I can tell. But I will tell you this, if you were patient with my video, for those of you who have bought the betas or pre-ordered the game for, the consoles and stuff, and it's your first time buying within the past few days, uh, I have finally discovered when they're going to release the beta keys, because a lot of people have been complaining about that and wondering. It's coming out on 3/19/2013. It's pretty much 2 days from the time I'm recording this, and it's the 17th of whatever month it is. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry it was long. I'm very nervous. It's my first time. And please, I'd love to join you on Defiance if you're ready. See you there. Oh, and everyone's possibly looking for a teammate already. If you just leave your name down on the comments below, I'd be glad to add you, and I should be starting 19th along with the rest. Wolf out.